The desk is clean. The window is open. There is no boss in the room. A notification appears on the screen. An invoice. Paid. Larger than what most people earn in a week. From the outside, it looks like the photograph people save when they say they want to escape their job. No commute. No manager. No fluorescent lights. Just a man, a laptop, and money arriving on his own terms. For about 10 seconds, this looks exactly like the life everyone says they want. Then the camera moves closer. 7 unread client messages. A revision request marked urgent. A tax reminder. A sales call scheduled for tonight. A deadline at midnight. He is not in an office. The office is inside the laptop. The walls are made of notifications. The ceiling is made of deadlines. The floor is made of invoices that have to be recreated every single month. He did not escape work. He moved it somewhere with better lighting. This is not a video against freelancing. Freelancing can be one of the most powerful ways a person ever takes back their time. But there is a quiet trap inside it that almost nobody warns you about. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Because high income is not freedom if the business still stops when you stop. That is the sentence the whole story turns on. Everything you are about to see is a different angle on the same idea. That is the lens this channel is built around. Not just how much money someone makes, but what system their money depends on. Because the number on the invoice tells you almost nothing. The thing underneath the invoice tells you everything. From the outside, the freelance life is a beautiful surface. No alarm clock set to someone else's schedule. No HR. No annual review. Choose your clients. Choose your hours. Choose where you sit. For people who spent years answering to a chair they did not pick, this is intoxicating. You earn more than your old salary. You feel lighter. You feel like you finally outsmarted the system that everyone else is still inside. But look again. The one boss did not vanish. He multiplied. Instead of one manager, there are now 5 clients, each with their own urgency. Instead of one company schedule, there are 5 different deadlines colliding inside the same week. Instead of one set of expectations, there are 5 tones of voice in 5 inboxes, all assuming you are available. The employee had one face to please. The freelancer has a crowd. The hours did not disappear either. They just stopped showing up on a clock. Nobody tracks them. Nobody approves them. They leak into the morning before coffee. They reappear at 11 p.m. when a client sends one more thought. They invade Sunday afternoons. The salary used to come whether you were focused or distracted. The invoice only comes if you deliver. So you keep delivering, and delivering, and delivering. So he does what every freelance article tells him to do. He raises his rate. He specializes. He picks a rarer skill, a sharper niche, a more demanding client, and it works. The number goes up. The invoices get bigger. And let me be clear here. Raising your rate is not wrong. It is one of the smartest things a freelancer can do. It pays better bills. It buys better tools. It opens better doors. But notice what it actually changed. It changed the price of the dependency. It did not change the structure of the dependency. Because if he stops working, the money still stops arriving. The rate climbed. The wiring underneath stayed exactly the same. He is still the only person who can deliver the value. He has just become a more expensive version of the same dependence. That is the part nobody likes to say out loud. A more comfortable cage is still the cage. And the more comfortable it gets, the harder it is to notice it is there at all. There is a quiet idea, decades old, that explains what is really happening. Most freelancers start as technicians. They are good at the craft. The copywriter loves writing. The designer loves designing. The developer loves shipping. The consultant loves solving. Because they are good at the work, they assume they will be good at running a business that sells the work. And those are not the same skill. They are not even the same life. Because now he is not just the worker, he is also the salesperson, chasing new leads. He is the project manager, organizing his own deadlines. He is the accountant, filing his own taxes. He is the customer support, answering every late-night message. He is the strategist, deciding where the business should even go next. He did not remove the job. He multiplied it across one nervous system. One body, 6 roles, no handoff. There are really 3 people pulling at him from inside the same calendar. The technician, who only wants to do the craft. The manager, who wants order, lists, structure. The entrepreneur, who wants to design something that grows beyond today. When the technician dominates, income can rise, because the work gets better. But the business stays trapped inside one person. He is not tired because he lacks discipline. He is tired because 3 roles are fighting for the same hours. There is also something deeper happening, and this is the uncomfortable part. Freelance work often feels meaningful. The clients are real. The results are visible. You can point at the thing you made. After years inside an office where the impact of your work disappeared into a slide deck nobody read, this is healing. But the same directness that gives it meaning is what makes it hard to step away from. If every client needs you personally, the warmth and the weight start coming from the same place. This is where 2 paths start to separate. A freelance practice is when value passes through one person. The person is the product. Stop the person, stop the value. A business, in the deeper sense, is when value can be delivered without the founder touching every piece. Through systems, through team, through process, through products that exist when no one is looking, through content that keeps speaking when the creator is asleep, through offers that can be repeated without being reinvented every Monday. This is not a promise that systems make life passive. They do not. Building a business that runs without you is harder than freelancing. It is slower at first. It is less directly profitable for a long time. But freedom does not begin when the invoice gets larger. Freedom begins when value starts to separate from your direct hours. Even a little, even slowly, even imperfectly. And here is where most freelancers have to be honest with themselves. Some people genuinely love being technicians. They love the craft, the clients, the direct delivery. They do not actually want a team. They do not want to manage. They do not want to step away from the work. That is a real, valid life. Craft is valid. Scale is valid. Both can build a meaningful career. The problem is confusing the two. The trap is wanting the rewards of scale while still protecting the habits of craft. And this is bigger than freelancing. The same trap waits inside other lives. The employee whose entire salary depends on one boss not changing their mind. The creator whose income depends on their face appearing every day. The founder whose company stops growing the moment they take a week off. The consultant whose retainer dies if their attention slips. Anyone who confuses constant personal presence with security is living the same story in a different costume. If this is the kind of lens you want to keep, the Elias principle is here. Not to make the world louder, but to help you see when what looks like freedom is really a system of dependence with better lighting. That is the work this channel keeps coming back to. The surface, and what is underneath it. So come back to the desk where this started. The invoice is still high. The window is still open. There is still no boss in the room. Nothing about the scene has visibly changed. But the question has. It is no longer, how much did you make this month? The question is quieter and sharper. What has to happen for the money to keep coming? Who has to be awake? Who has to be available? Who has to deliver? If the only honest answer is you, every time, then the income is real, but the freedom is borrowed. The trap is not freelancing. Freelancing is a tool, a powerful one. The trap is mistaking income for independence. Big numbers can grow inside small cages. A great hourly rate can hide a fragile life. The point is not to feel guilty about what you have built so far. The point is to look at it honestly and ask whether you have built a job that pays well or a business that pays even when you are not in the room. High income is not freedom if the business still stops when you stop. That is the line worth keeping, not as a warning, as a measurement. Freedom does not begin when you leave the office. It begins when the office no longer fits inside your laptop, when value can move without every piece of it passing through you, when the system can breathe for a day without your nervous system holding it up. Until then, you have not escaped the structure. You have just redecorated it.